Now tune into the biggest ever. YMCMB, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this bitch. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. Seen more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. No, they ain't.
Let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, world? What's going on, world? It's your boy Ryan Fraser in the building. Ryan from the 6. Welcome to Boxing Talk Up North. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash that like button when you come in. Salute, man. We got some Spencer Wilcox fans in the building already, showing love, man. He said more low. He's saying let's fucking go. Spencer's got this. Oh, for sure, man. And shout out to Carter Wong. He said yes, sir. What's going on, man? Gonna get some horns for y'all. Yeah, man. Shout out to Spencer. He gonna be here in a second. I told him 9 o'clock, so I figured I'd cook a little bit before we get going. As most of y'all know, he is taking part in the Grand Prix, the WBC Grand Prix. Hopefully he can drop some information for us, give us a little bit of insight on the tournament. But before we get on going, as I like to do for everybody who comes in here, it's a little something I like to do, man. Smash that like button like Ann Wolf.
Did not really fight her.
Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, we can't forget about Ann Wolf, man. But salute, man. Boxing's in a great place. There's a lot of news going around. Tank Davis just fought. Turkey Al-Sheikh just did that big deal with TKO. Canelo Alvarez has his press conference. I think it's still going on right now, actually, as we speak. Him and William Skull fighting on Cinco de Mayo weekend. So, I mean, just a lot of things going on in boxing that is great. And to be looking forward to, really, this is a sport that people have been saying for forever. Surprisingly, the dudes who are getting involved in it, Dana White, been saying that boxing been dead forever, but it's funny, right? He's involved in it, so it makes you think like maybe Dana White don't see numbers.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because he could have just Googled and seen pretty much the last generation, I would say last 10 years. There's always been a boxer on the list as top, paid athletes for a year in Forbes. So how could you say a sport is dying when it's producing constantly one of the top paid athletes in the world every year? And probably this coming year, we're going to see probably more guys on that list than ever before because of Turkey Al-Sheikh. And you got to think about the money that Canelo's going to generate in these next couple fights with Turkey Al-Sheikh are going to be monster money. Same with Bud Crawford. You got to understand that fight between Canelo and Crawford, should we get there, that's going to be a major money fight. So shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh for joining the game. Shout out to him for, just really changing boxing and making it back to what it used to be, the best versus the best. And even people who are losing, guys who are losing on the card, they're getting second chances. And we need that in boxing. If there's anything that we need to take from the UFC, is we can't throw our fighters away, man. We got to give everybody the same chance. No matter if they lose, man, because all these guys are taking risks. They taking chances. So let's reward these dudes when they take the risk, man, by making sure we support them when they make their comebacks, because really that's what some of these guys are afraid of. That's why they're afraid to take the big challenges. They don't want to lose because they're afraid their fan bases will just change on them. And I mean, to be honest, we've seen it, man. Boxing is probably it's a cutthroat business, man. If you've never been around it, it is not like the other sports at all. The fans are very blunt. We're blunt, man. Small group of us, so not a lot of fans. So when you get criticism, it's felt throughout the whole, the whole community. So shout out to all the boxing fans tuning in, man. Shout out to Kyle, man, in the building. He said Spencer gonna bring it back. Absolutely, man. He's gonna bring that gold back, that belt back, whatever they got over there in Saudi. He gonna bring it back. That's for sure. But yeah, if you have any questions for Spencer, actually, you guys can drop them in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. I also had a post on my community board, but I'm not gonna let, like, if you subscribe to the channel and take a look at that quick, then you could write on there too. But nonetheless, like I said, I told Spencer to come in at 9 o'clock, so he'll probably be here around 9. He is in Las Vegas training, which is great. So we'll get a little insight on his training camp and how things are going. But let's talk a little boxing in the meantime. Shout out to Dimitri Bivol, who beat Arthur Beterbiev last month on that last Crescendo card. I'm a Beterbiev fan. Obviously, he holds our flag, the Canadian flag, so I was rooting for him to win. But you know, the consensus of people wanted Bivol to win. Shout out to Bivol. He wins the second fight. Now the WBC orders Benavidez to fight Bivol. And it's funny, the WBC, I'm giving them a lot of flame this morning, or today, sorry, this afternoon, because they didn't do this when Benavidez was in position to fight Canelo. They took long. They didn't want to mandate it. For whatever reason, they didn't want to mandate that fight, Benavidez and Canelo. You know, they didn't want to ruffle feathers with Canelo. But, you know, as soon as Bivol wins, a week or two later, they order the fight. So that just goes to show me politics and boxing are real. Benavidez, he should have fought Canelo Alvarez. We all know that. That should have been the fight that was ordered. I don't understand why David Benavidez went out of his way to basically, you know, not make the fight. Because what ultimately happened was Benavidez basically said, all right, I'm going to go to 75. And, oh, man. Sorry about that, yo. Spencer just messaged me. I thought I sent him the link, but he said I didn't send. I sent it to you. Sorry, y'all. Can't multitask. But yeah, basically what happened was Benavidez, as we know, was saying he wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo didn't want to fight him. So he had to fight Caleb Plant, which was his first eliminator, because I think in the WBC, the way it works, you need to fight 2 eliminators before you get, you know, mandated to fight the champ. So Caleb Plant was his first eliminator. And then I think he fought again that same year in November against Demetrius Andrade. So that was the second eliminator. And then, of course, we all, as boxing fans, because we like to look ahead sometimes and, you know, we like to put things in our head. We all thought, okay, Cinco de Mayo weekend, we're going to get, you know, the Mexican brawl. We're going to get David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. Oh, shoot. I think I sent it to the wrong email. All right. We're going to have Spencer here in a second. I'm going to send him the link now so he can jump on. But yeah. Yeah, so Benavidez and Canelo, we all thought for sure, okay, we're getting the fight. We're going to get that fight in May of this year. But then obviously we had the turn of events where basically David Benavidez says, I'm moving up, fights the Vosdek with Tank, and then fights David Morrell. So those are his 2 eliminators at 175, which is all right. I mean, those are good fights. I don't know how y'all like those fights, but I like the David Morrell fight, even though David Morrell didn't have a lot of, you know, fights under his record. I think he was like 10-0 at the time. But I always looked at David Morrell like he's a good fighter. You know, he's somebody who's going to put up a good fight. And I think the whole community can agree that that was a good fight, despite the way it went. I think we were all entertained. And I think at the end of the day, that's the best thing about boxing is sometimes it's not the names. It's how these guys perform. Can they perform under pressure? Can they do a good job doing that? And David Morrell proved that he belonged along the elite to 175. And I'm happy for David Morrell, man. He's a good fighter. I think he's one of the guys who are going to do well at 175 because of the new weight. But yeah, join the Discord, man. I definitely have like a community page on my Discord where we talk. I drop a couple bets in there if anybody's into betting. We won some money last week. You know, shout out to Pollo. And who else did I bet on? I bet on Sabril Matias to win and somebody else. It wasn't Gary Antos. It wasn't Ryo. I think it was Jonas Tellis. But shout out to everybody who won some money with me last week. This week is going to be a little different. Shout out to Jake Paul, MVP Promotions. We are going to be going to bet on a few cards over there. MVP Promotions. They're in Toronto. Shout out to Coach Larry Wade. I see he's in Toronto. He's one of Jake Paul's trainers. So shout out to him. We're definitely going to have Coach Larry Wade. I think he's coaching. I think he's going to be in Lucas Body's corner. Good dude, man. Awesome guy. Shout out to him. Shout out to Thomas Hill in the building. He said, my guy North. Yeah, Ryan Fraser, salute. What's going on, Thomas Hill? He said, hit that like button, my good people. Yeah, man. Shout out to the community, man. The boxing community. Great community. Lots of people. But we're going to bring Spencer Wilcox up here soon. Just sent him the link out. Hopefully he gets it. And don't. Oh no. He was just asking me if he can come in now. I said, yeah, man, you can come in now if you want. I know the people want to see you, champ. But yeah, basically, that's kind of where I'm sitting now with the whole David Benavidez situation and Dimitri Bivol. I don't think David Benavidez is going to fight Bivol anytime soon because I think the European Bivol will honor his fellow Russian buddy Beterbiev and give him the third fight. And quite frankly, why would you not? It's going to be a Riyadh season event, which means it's going to be a lot of money behind it. And Turki Al-Sheikh, he stands on it. When he wants a fight, he'll pay for it, right?
Inside my heart, I want the fighters. Yes. I want to see the fighters.
He doesn't care about the belts as much as he cares about getting the biggest fights. So I think we'll see Dimitri Bivol and Beterbiev 3. And that'll be a great event. But I think another big fight we're all waiting on. Don't know if it'll come to fruition, but Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia too.
Doing what I do. All white, looking nice. Okay, come through.
I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight serious or not.
That fight's gonna be electric. They're fighting. They're not fighting in Times Square, but they're on the same card in Times Square, May 2nd. And that's gonna be an electric vibe, man. I can't wait to see how they're gonna do that. I don't know how you're going to have a fight outside in Times Square. That many people, 300 people that get to see the event for free, because they're not going to charge. So you just got to think, are they going to open this up to the whole public? And I don't mean like the people that are there. I'm talking about the streaming platforms. Like, is this going to be on YouTube for free? Is this going to be on ESPN? All these other major networks, Netflix, like where are we thinking this is going to also be shown? Because this is going to be a once in a lifetime event, in my opinion. I don't know how many boxing events you can do in Times Square in a year. How many times can you lock down Times Square? So shout out to Turki Al-Sheikh because he's out there doing some wild stuff. And then I heard like the Alcatraz event is pretty much secured for, I think they said April 28th, I believe. There's a date though for it now. So he's gonna do this event on Alcatraz for real, which I thought was also a pipe dream. But this guy, Turki Al-Sheikh, who's in boxing, he's turning the whole boxing world upside down, man. Like, these events are huge, massive, lots of money behind them. And the fighters are being treated well. They're getting the maximum exposure. I don't know if you guys seen some of the trailers for some of these events. They're like mini movies, man. Like the Bivol Beterbiev one, that one was great. The second one I didn't like as much. Usyk and Fury, those trailers were great. I don't know, man. I just feel like this guy's doing some good things. Obviously, he's teamed up with Dana White, as we seen yesterday, to bring a whole new boxing league. Him and Dana White are starting a boxing league. I think that's something that'll be good for the sport. Obviously, Dana White, He's, like I said, he's one of the dudes who've been talking crazy about the sport, but at the same time, I like his motto. I like the UFC motto. The best fight the best, no matter what, no matter who you are. If you beat everybody, you get your shot. It's not a popularity contest. And I think boxing has become a popularity contest, and that's why you don't see the best fighters challenging themselves anymore, which is a huge issue. You know, we want to see competition. We want to see real fights, man. I don't want to see none of this these Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. I don't respect those fights, man. I don't like them. They're circus fights. I'd rather see real fights. I want to see Tank Davis fight against Shakur Stevenson. I want to see Boots Ennis and Virgil Ortiz mix it up. I'd like to see Crawford and Jermell Charlo mix it up, but you can't wish for everything. We can't have everything as boxing fans, but we'll take it while we can, right? But shout out to everybody tuning in, man. I really appreciate y'all. Make sure you smash that like button. We also got Canelo Alvarez. He's fighting. All right. Champ said he's gonna be in 5 minutes or so. Champ Spencer Wilcox, man. Matter of fact, let's go check his box record out so the people know who we talking about. Spencer Wilcox, he got his invite to the WBC Grand Prix. He will be fighting in that event. He'll give us more details when he gets on. Of course, what he could share, right? Because it is one of those events where we haven't got all the press release yet. We haven't got all the information on it. So, I'm not gonna put Spencer in any position where he can't say something that, will get him in trouble, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for him to go out there, fight on a huge platform, make some good money, get some good fights. That's the key thing about it. I think the fights he'll get will be like more ranked fights, so he'll be able to move up, easier. And that's what you want to see in these young cats. You want to see them move up the line, man. Oh, shoot. Got ads popping up. All right, here we go. We got Spencer Wilcox. He's 10-0, 5 KOs. He is in the super lightweight division. Yep, super lightweight. He hails from Hamilton, Ontario. Yes, his manager, Eric. I think that's his coach also over there at Split T Boxing in Las Vegas. Shout out to those guys. And yeah, man, my man's been on a tear. 1, 2, 3, 4 fights last year, so he was super active. That's what you want to see in a young guy, fighting a lot, getting a lot of rounds in. He's fought an 8-rounder also. That's key, a 6-rounder. All right, so he's got 3 6s. All right, 8s. All right, that's good. So that means he's going to be moving into probably 2 8s, two or three more 8s, and then 10s. So he's moving into contender status, right? So that's good. That's good for Spencer. I mean, he's probably right on par where he needs to be. He's still got a young career. I mean, he's a young guy too. I think he's only 25. So he's a young kid, man. So he's got a lot ahead of him, but at the same time, this tournament's going to help him make that jump that he needs to make, because like sometimes that's all you need is that opportunity to make that leap. But we should see, man. I think he's got it. I think he's got the goods, the boxing style to make a lot of noise at the division. It's a good division, super lightweight, man. It's not really one of those divisions that are bad. It's a good division. Like, you look at the top names of the division and you just go, wow, man, like talent everywhere. Like, obviously, one of the guys we know, Teofimo Lopez, Subriel Matias, Arnold Barboza, Richard Hitchens, he's another champ. Liam Paro, Jack Catterall. Adam Azim, I'm not too high on him. Ernesto Mercado, Alberto Puello. Shout out to Steve Claggett, the other Canadian. Those are just a couple guys in the division right now. So yeah, I think Spencer, he can fare well against a lot of those guys, man. Obviously, he's gonna need the experience. That's what this whole event's about. Going in there and proving yourself and showing the world, man, really who you are. And we'll see, man. We'll see how this all goes down. The WBC Grand Prix event. It's the first of its kind, I think. I think it's got the new rules involved. Um, Basically, they're gonna have open scoring in boxing, meaning us, the fans, will get to see the scoring, man, of the event, and that's something that we haven't seen before. Open scoring. So let me bring my champ up here. What's going on, Spencer, in the building?
What's going on, man? How's it going?
Good, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Just got to Vegas on Monday night.
Nice, nice.
Just getting used to getting back to the hard training.
Yeah. Nah, so you starting camp right now, or you just getting ready to start camp?
We started right away.
Nice.
It's a big opportunity ahead of us, so last thing we want to do is complain about, oh, I wasn't ready.
Right? Yeah, man. Yeah. Work is work, bro. And I know Patrice is down there too, so I'm sure like he's in full swing. So you just joining in there with him.
Yeah. Me, Patrice, and Shane Mosley Jr. worked out
Nice.
together today. So it's a good crew of killers. We all got some big stuff coming up, and excited, man. Team's
No,
killing
that's
it.
awesome, man. That's awesome. So yeah, man. So how did this opportunity come to fruition for you?
So you know what? It's kind of a cool little story. We didn't really necessarily know what was up right now because we're still a free agent. So you know what? We heard about the tournament, didn't think too much of it, and then a friend of ours, Steve Hayden, got in contact with Lennox because I met Lennox a few years back, and he's very,
Nice.
very, very good guy. You'd never even know what he's accomplished just out of his humbleness. And so Steve reached out to Lennox and told him we're interested in doing this tournament. So Lennox gave the go ahead and helped us with this get selected for the tournament, and I'm very grateful for that.
Nice, man. Yo, shout out to Lennox Lewis. That's who he's talking about. If y'all don't know which Lennox we talking about, the one and only Lennox Lewis, man. And yeah, he, helping another Canadian. Shout out to him. And like you said, he is a very humble person. Yeah. I just think that's
very
something
down to
that,
earth guy. Very down to earth.
yeah, I just think that's something that a lot of us up north are bred in. Like very down to earth people. And yeah,
That is for
Lennox
sure,
is the
man.
same. So shout out to Lennox Lewis for getting that done. So do they have a date then? I guess it's coming up then.
Yeah, we haven't been given an exact date. We've just been told like near the end of April. So
Okay.
so that's why we thought get down here, get a full 2 months in.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, when it comes to dates, nothing specific right now, just more or less a generalized time, and we'll be ready.
That's good though. I mean, at least they're giving you a time because it's a huge opportunity. So you get the time to get ready for it and get all geared up. So your team, Eric's down there, obviously. You guys getting ready for the fight. How many participants did they say were involved? They give you any specifics?
So from what I can read online and what it said like through the paperwork and stuff like that was that it was going to be 32 per weight class, and I think there's 4 weight classes.
Right.
But you know what? I'm treating this like the amateurs. I'm not. I made a rule to myself. I'm not going to look at anybody else but who I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Even though the draw hasn't happened, everyone's been texting me and talking about, oh, I see this guy's in your weight. I don't really care about that. I care about who's going to be in front of me, especially when it's single elimination. So don't really care about, no disrespect to them. I don't care about them if they're not fighting me, because at the end of the day, if I don't get past who's in front of me, the person after, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's kind of nice. It's kind of how to explain it. The mindset, you kind of have to go back to the amateurs for something like this, right? Like it's exciting for me because I didn't want to find out if I'm good or not at 30. I didn't want to wait to take the risk. I believe I'm destined for big things in this sport, so I think it's a win-win situation. And I'm just treating it like the amateurs, where it's, you know what, you got to fight the best every single fight, I keep telling myself 5 fights for the rest of my life. I win these next 5 fights in this tournament, and many doors will open and my life will be changed.
Yep.
So take a one fight at a time, though. And like what I said before, just like the amateurs, every fight's going to be tough at a high level tournament. Worry about who's in front of you, not who's next.
Yeah, man, that's key. That's so key. And I'm glad you're not looking at the other names, because you're right. You have to treat this like it's one and done. So doesn't matter who I draw with. We got to go
Exactly.
win.
Exactly. You know what? When we get who we're fighting, we'll study him. Other than that, it's irrelevant to me.
Right, right. So did they say how long this tournament lasts then? Because if we're thinking they have
Yeah.
5 fights.
So it's 5 fights. It's supposed to go to for the rest of the year. So you're supposed to
Mm,
fight like every 2-3 months. Um, they said the finals are supposed to be in December, but
okay.
who knows? That's just kind of the word right now, and that's what
Yeah.
the paper said. So yeah, apparently supposed to go till December. Fight every few months, stay busy, and fight the best people. Man, there's none to lose. The ranking will be amazing after this. When I get all 5 wins, the ranking will be high.
Yep.
Uh, I'm excited for the opportunity.
Nah, that's awesome, man. So this will be taking place in Saudi Arabia, I believe. So this will be just like the amateurs, bro. You going back
Yeah,
overseas.
yeah.
And I
It's
know a lot of people were saying that with the last crescendo. They're like, man, a lot of the guys are getting sick and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but our amateur fighters deal with that. Like, that's a
yeah,
normal thing.
exactly. Like you're traveling different places, you're being introduced to kind of different bacterias and stuff you're not used to. So you know what? You just kind of that's why it's good when you're traveling. Keep that circle tighter than ever, and just stick with who you're with.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. You don't want other stuff getting into
Yeah,
your camps, or even just trying new foods. Nah, it's not a good thing to
yeah,
do,
exactly. No,
man.
that's I'll try some of their food after I win.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. I'm so happy for you, because I know you've been waiting on this opportunity, and shoot, this is probably like one of the best ideas that have been in boxing for a long time, to have a tournament for the young guys, build them up right, man. Give you guys a
yeah.
real platform. And
And the one thing too it does is it gives us the chance to prove we're legit. You know what I mean? I'm not in boxing to be a local town hero or anything like that. I
yep,
want to know. I want to be the guy, and if I'm not the guy, so be it. But I want to know I took the chances to be the guy, and
right.
just like throwing a punch, there's always a risk, right? Yeah, you're right. This tournament, there's a risk, but hey, man, this is boxing. If you're afraid to take a risk, get out. I
Oh
believe in my
no.
talent.
Yep.
Get out. You know what I mean? If you want to collect belts, these little like low level regional belts, nothing against you, but the sport's probably not best for you, or you're
Right.
not going to get what you should get out of the sport, right? You got to take these risks, and you got to be prepared for it. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm just going in there saying, "Oh, this is a good slight chance I'll win." No, you know what I mean? Like I saw someone post, "Oh, how could people put their prospects in with the Wolves? This, that, this, that." I
Oh
was like,
man.
"Yo, I am a Wolf. That's what I'm going into this tournament." Like I saw like people kind of being negative about it, saying like, "Who'd put their prospects in this?" And I'm like, "Yo, you don't have enough confidence if that's your mindset."
Yeah, those are fans, man. Those are
Yeah,
fans, and
exactly.
like
They're
I
the
always
same
tell
people that sit
people.
on the couch.
Yes, yeah. I always tell people, like, if the fights aren't being made, I don't really blame the fighters, because I don't think
Yeah,
any fighters scared of another guy. Like, I just
yeah,
don't believe that. These dudes are trained assassins.
yeah, yeah,
Oh man, that's awesome though, man. So you'll be fighting at super lightweight in this
yeah. Super
tournament.
lightweight. Yeah,
That's
it
one of the
was.
glamour divisions.
Yeah,
And shout out to Turkey Al Sheik for putting that one in there. So
yeah.
obviously, are you doing a lot of sparring right now? Getting ready for
So I
this?
just so I got my first session. Like I was doing some sparring back home.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but like the serious stuff starts up tomorrow. Tomorrow's literally my first
Okay.
real session at 10 a.m. I don't even know if I'm sparring or anything like that, but
Yep.
Eric, the whole game plan is right now we don't know who we're going to fight. We don't know if we get told if we're going to be fighting somebody in advance or are we showing up when we find out. We don't know any of that. So you know what? Right now, he's not telling me who I'm sparring. I'm just showing up and solving the puzzle.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad if Turkey Al Sheik and them did the whole draw thing like how you do with the amateurs, where everybody sits down, you got all the names on the board, and it's just a randomizer. I think that'd be pretty cool too. Like you raise the stakes a bit in the way of, okay, now we don't know who we're fighting. Now the team's got to be on the fly with their game plan, and everybody got to be in sync. I think that would be pretty good. And obviously guys like yourself will benefit from it because you've already been through it.
Yeah. And that's the one thing I thought to myself too. I'll have the advantage coming in with the amateur background in a situation like this, because I know there's a lot of guys that, especially in the pros, they need 2 months fully to know who they're fighting. A lot of guys can get real prima donna in it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The amateurs, you ain't got that option. So, you know, coming up, I'm very grateful for the team I had, especially on the come up. They taught me how important the amateurs was, and it shows every time, right?
Right. Have you ever fought in an environment of live scoring? Because apparently that's what's going to be going on here.
I don't really know. I kind of remember growing up watching my brothers when it was the point system.
Yeah, I think there was.
Rounds.
Yeah.
But when I started, I don't know if I ever got to fight with open scoring. I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
Right.
I can't say yes or no.
I think
but
the
I
way
remember
they
my
did
brothers.
it. Yes, the way they did it, I think, was they would hand like each corner a score after each round.
Yeah, or I remember looking at some of the corners had the TV or the computer monitor right there.
Yeah,
and
the
you could see
little.
the scoring.
Yep.
Honestly, a lot of people don't like it, but like I like that, man. Like all the new stuff in this tournament excites me because it's like you're on the wave of the change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can either ride the wave or get off, right? And I want to surf on top of it and do my thing. You know
I feel you, man. I feel you.
It kind of excites me knowing down or up, because then it can give you how to say, something to go off of. Let's say you're boxing for 2 rounds. For some reason, the judges might not like that. So you're okay. Now I got to hunker down and I got to fight this guy to earn these rounds, right? So I think it gives a little bit more of an output to that, because at the end of the day, you're being judged off of someone's opinion and what they view as dominance. So the open scoring kind of is a window to that. Okay, the judges, if it's an 8-round fight in the first 2 rounds, I outboxed this kid, but still didn't come to me, or I fought the kid and I still didn't get those first 2 rounds. Okay, now I'm going to try the other game plan.
Right.
Because they said it's every 2 rounds you get told. So then if the 4th round hits and you adapted and you won those next 2 rounds, okay, now you know, okay, they like the pressure or they like the boxing, and you go from there. Or if you're down, go for the Hail Mary. Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I thought it was so good that they added it, because exactly what you're saying, game plan changing, it changes the way trainers are going to have to see the fight now, because essentially they got to go off how the fight is scored in order to get you to win. And man, we the only sport without a scoreboard, so I don't know how it's taking so long to do this, man. Because
I've never understood it, because I think for the fans it's good too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's good
for us to see.
Keeps them a little bit more engaged.
Yep. And I think if a guy is behind, especially a hometown guy, he'll get that rally from the crowd now.
Exactly. Yeah. You hear it in between rounds, right?
Yep. Yeah, for sure. So I never saw a problem with it. And the judges shouldn't be corrupt, so it shouldn't be no corruption. So they should be fine with putting out their cards.
Thing too, right? It holds them accountable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the judges basically, the one thing I never liked was they got to hide behind their scorecards, and then their scorecards wouldn't even be like the actual scorecards wouldn't even be released till like you usually see it like the night after a fight or something. But that night, they should be held accountable. Maybe it'll make them make the right decision instead of hiding. Right?
No, I agree, man. I think that the judges should be having press conferences just like the fighters do. I mean, the fighters got to answer to the hard questions. Why can't the judges answer the hard questions? Man, but shout out to Turkey Al Sheik, because he's going to take a lot of that away with this tournament. You know, the live scoring, and I think they're doing replay as well too, which
Yeah,
you know is a
yeah.
good thing
I
too.
don't know how they're gonna. I think that's off of a call or something like that.
Yeah, they got to figure out how they're gonna do it. If they're gonna do it at the end of a round, because I think if you do it in the action, it's hard. You like stop
Exactly.
somebody's
Yeah.
momentum and all that
And
adrenaline. Like,
they're doing no draw too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's gonna be a winner. That's a great.
I like
Yeah,
that, yo. I hate draws.
yeah.
A
How you
draw
gonna
is a
have a draw in a
loss. A draw
tournament?
is a loss. Like
Yeah.
in my head, like if I have a draw, I lost that fight. So it's like
Yeah.
I'd rather. It doesn't matter. I don't want to draw. Like I think that looks worse than a loss on your record.
Nah, I agree,
At
man.
least I don't get the logic behind a draw. So I really like how there's no draws, right? Like at the end of the day, just because someone won more rounds than the other doesn't mean the other person, when they won their X amount of rounds, wasn't being a little bit more dominant, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's 5-5, but the guy who won 5 rounds just won them by the skin of his butt, and the other guy who won his 5 rounds by smashing the guy, it should go to the dominant fighter, right?
Right.
So they
Yeah.
haven't announced how they're going to do that, but
Yeah, you're
I guess we'll
right.
see.
I wonder how they're gonna do that. Like if they're gonna have an extra judge, because I know
Yeah.
they always have that AI judge. So I don't know if they're gonna
Yeah. I don't know
utilize
if I'm
it.
ready for that yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I mean, the AI judge did pretty good in the last event. I thought it was
yeah,
pretty good on
actually,
the
yeah,
last crescendo.
yeah,
It was pretty accurate from what we were seeing. I know the first time they did it, it was a little weird. It had a whole bunch of 10-10 rounds for that Usyk and Fury fight.
yeah.
Because I mean, it was a close fight, but I mean, nobody wants to see
That's
10-10 like you said.
that's the scary thing. How fast it's getting better is crazy. These
Right.
like it's wild. But hey, if you can get unbiased judging, I don't care. That's what I want. Like I'd much rather unbiased judging in any form.
Absolutely, man. So shout out to you, man. Is your dad gonna make the trip over there with you?
Oh, 100%, man. You know
No,
he
that's
ain't
good,
missing that.
man. That's great.
He ain't missing. My whole family wanted to go, but I was telling them wait till the finals. You know what I mean? I got 5
Right.
fights. I said come in December in the finals. Don't worry about it. Yeah, my mom and my girlfriend were looking at flights and stuff. I said
Yeah.
no. Let me get my business. Come celebrate when we should celebrate. Because in my opinion, when I win this fight, it's not a celebration.
Right.
When I win the first fight, it's not a celebration. Job's not done.
Nah.
So it'll be win, and I'll probably be right back to camp, right? If the next fight's
Yeah.
supposed to be in June. So there ain't nothing to celebrate until you win all 5 fights.
Wow, man. So that's awesome. Somebody's like you're gonna get 5 fights in a year. Like that's
Yeah.
super activity on the highest level. Like you said, your rankings are gonna go through the roof. It's gonna be with
Yeah,
it's gonna be with the WBC. So you'll
Yeah.
be up in the WBC. And
Exactly.
jeez.
Everything opens up right after, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big opportunities, man. That's gonna be awesome, man. I'm excited, bro. End of April, WBC Grand Prix. I think I had some questions here. Go see if I can find them. But I know for sure, you're gonna do your thing, man.
Yes, sir.
How's life, man? How's everything going in life?
Good, man. I got no complaints. Family's healthy. We got another. Oh, they're not finding out, so I don't know if niece or nephew, but I'm gonna say nephew.
Nice.
Just for a good, you know what I mean? I hope nephew. I love my nieces, but we only got one nephew right now. And we got another one coming end of April, so that'll kind of be another sacrifice I'll have to make. I won't be there for the baby's birth, but I'll dedicate this knockout to the baby.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
You know what I mean? The family's healthy. There
Yep.
ain't nothing to complain about. As long as everybody's walking around in my family and my friends, I can't complain about nothing, man.
I love the Wilcoxes, man. You guys got a big family over there.
Yeah. It's
Love
getting
it,
bigger, man. It's getting a lot bigger. It's getting crazy, actually.
Or get some more boxers. You get some more boxers, eh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We ain't done yet. We still got some more coming up.
Oh, man. That's awesome. Okay, I got one here. It says, who is your biggest motivation?
100% my mom and dad, for sure. They're on my mind a lot when I train. They push me in a way they wouldn't know. because when I watch, you know what I mean? When you watch the cool sports documentaries and you see like Michael Jordan put his mom on a jet, you see all stuff like that. That's on
Yeah.
my mind a lot. And yeah, definitely my mom and my dad, and obviously my family, my biggest motivation.
Nah, that's great, man. You got a good family, man. You guys are tight knit. Love y'all, man. When I see y'all, man,
Yeah.
you guys do it big.
Yeah, I got a video of me winning the senior nationals for the first time. And my
Yeah.
mom going absolutely bonkers in the living room. Every time I fight since that day, I swear on everything, I have that video saved on my phone. I watch that and it's like, yo, no way I'm losing, bro. I ain't losing in front of my like.
Yeah, I
I
feel you,
I
man.
want my mom to have that feeling times a million every time I fight, and then I ain't losing in front of my father. Come on, what kind
Nah.
of a you can't lose in front of your dad, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's that pressure, man. Shout out to Oscar. He said he's jumping to 10 rounders soon, or he got a couple fights. I think you got 1 8-rounder. So
Yeah, I did 1 8-rounder. The last three were supposed to be eight
okay.
rounders, and then the last three opponents were like so last minute. All last three of my fights were like crazy last minute replacements. So the commission would say 6 rounders.
Right.
But yeah, this tournament starts at 6, and then after the first fight, it goes to 8, and then I think once it hits the semifinals and above, it goes to 10. So I'm ready for
Okay.
those later rounds, man. I'm really excited because I feel like as a pro, I haven't even got to show like a quarter of what I can do, and I think I'm really going to shine in those 10, 12 round fights because I really think I'll be able to break people down in a
Yeah.
good way, and then just crush them from there.
Yep. So this has got to be like a big relief for you mentally, man. Like, you know that for sure you're getting a fight, you're getting a good opponent. Everything's for sure here. I mean, we're working at the highest
Like
level, man.
you know what I mean? Like the last year was pure build year. It was pure sacrifice everything. It was dedicate everything, stay disciplined for an entire year. My whole life I've been disciplined, but I mean, last year was a building year, and the year before that was even harder because I only got like one or two fights in 2023. So 2024, a cool little story actually. I remember, so 2023, I didn't have the most active year. I had a hand injury, and then the promotion fell through, so I was a free agent. And then I came to Vegas at the beginning of 2024, and my mindset was a little bit negative with boxing. So I was kind of like, you know what, I'm going to push. I'm going to come do a camp here. I'm going to see what happens because I had a
Yeah.
really slow year. And you know how it is when you're a high level fighter. People don't understand, like when you're on there's no off day up top. You know what I mean? When I'm
Yeah.
on, there's no off day. So a slow year for me eats at me more mentally than anything.
Right.
Because in my head, I could be out at a gathering with my friends, and I'm not lying. People don't understand. In my head, I'll be saying to myself, "You shouldn't be out. You should be at the gym. You should be at home sleeping." So you battle that up top, right? If you're a high level athlete, there's that internal fighting when you're not active. So when I first came to Vegas, it was when I first got to know Patrice, and this is what's really cool about these opportunities that we both have right now. Is me and him were both kind of different stages in our career, but kind of the same spot mentally.
Yeah.
We both said like we were both not negative on boxing, but we're like, dude, we got to do something this year. Like this is our year. We got to build. We got to build. It was kind of cool. It was actually one of my first conversations I had with Patrice, and because it was someone I could connect with, where we had a frustrating year, and now look, we both, you know what I mean? We both busted our butts last year.
Right.
Just did what we had to do, kept our nose down, stayed humbled, listened to our team, took the fights we had to, and did what we had to do. And now look at us. Patrice is headlining
Yep.
a main event in Matchroom,
Yep.
where I'm
Emma
calling it right
Williams.
now. Eighth, ninth round knockout, maybe 10th. 8 to 10. Pat wins the fight. Either way, he gets the win. And then I got this opportunity in Saudi. So,
Yep.
you know what? I think it goes to show God has a plan and he's got a reasoning for everything. And the last 2 years were really, I enjoyed what I was doing, but they were hard mentally because you
Right.
come from the amateurs, you fight the best all the time, and then you're fighting. Then you come to the pros right at the beginning. You're fighting guys where there's no fear factor there. You're kind of like, I'm gonna crush this guy. But yeah, you want that little bit of doubt. I do better. I strive a lot more when
Right.
there's a little bit of doubt. If there's something that pumps me up is when I know my brothers are nervous for my fights. I promise you I do 10 times more because I know I always have their support. So when I know they're
Yeah.
nervous for me, it gives me a little bit of backbone and a little chip on my shoulder. It's like, okay, now I got to show them too what I'm here to do.
Right.
So it's really cool, man, because we were really at a frustrating part in our career at the exact same time, different stages of careers, but I was just starting out. He's obviously way further in his career, but it's pretty cool to be in that same frustration zone with the teammate and then both getting our biggest opportunities at the same time, and not just opportunities where we didn't earn it and we don't stand a chance. Like you see a lot of these guys take fights where they don't stand a chance. Just because you got a fight don't mean you got
Move up too much levels. Yep.
Yeah, and you know what? We earned it the hard way, and I think it's really going to pay off for the both of us.
Shout out to
Patrice,
Patrice,
not just
man.
the both of us, the whole team.
Yep. And he's talking about Patrice Vonleh, who is fighting against Amma Williams at the Caribbean, and I think next week, actually. Next week, right?
March 15th. Yeah.
On the zone. Yeah, man. That's awesome, man. He's the main event, like you said, headlining. That's going to be a big.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, it's going to be an upset too, man. I was trying to tell people.
No ammo
man.
in the clip. No ammo in the clip. That's what I keep saying to him.
I think Amma Williams is, yeah, man, he's not going to win. I think Patrice is a lot better than Steve Rolls, so we'll see how this goes.
Pat's got him.
Yep. Oscar said going into a tournament is different than jumping through the ranks. A question will be how you prepare both mentally and physically going into it. Yeah.
Well, kind of. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely different from going through the. Honestly, man, mentally preparing for it, I know my physical capabilities, and I know that the difference between this tournament, I truly believe in these prospects I'm going to face, is going to be mentality. So not only I can get, even though I've already been here for a week, I've invested more in my mind than I ever have. And I'm going to continue it the whole camp because I know everybody's going to be thinking, it's all of our first opportunities. Most of us aren't signed, so it's a really big pressure on your back. There's multiple things that's going to be in factors. All the big wigs watching, Turkey being there, people are going to be nervous. But my mindset is erase all that. I don't care who's there. I do, but I got to mentally don't care who's there, don't care who's in front of me, worry about Spencer Wilcox and do what I know how to do and prepare my mind for it. These fights are going to be hard. These fights are not going to be easy. And if they're going to be easy, it's going to be because I make them easy, and they're not going to come easy for no reason, right? Everything is going to have to be earned in this tournament. So I'm preparing myself mentally in the way of, I've been nonstop watching Tommy Hearns because I think that's the mindset I have to come to this tournament where it's you or me, and I pick me every single time. I've won, I've lost, and I pick losing. Sorry, I don't pick losing. I pick not losing every single time. And I feel like that's the biggest thing with this tournament is going to be the mindset. Like Customato said, 75% boxing, 75% mind. And I know I got trust in my team. Eric, my dad, everybody down here, Uvita, they're going to have me physically ready.
Right.
But it's up to me. There's nobody else can do it for me. It is up to me to be prepared mentally. And that's what I've put upon myself for the difference of this tournament. I wake up in the morning, I do my prayer, I do my meditation. When I end the night, I do my prayer and I do a 20-minute meditation. I try and manifest it and I see it. You know what I mean? I see myself in December winning this tournament. But before that, I see myself winning phase 1, phase 2, quarterfinals, semifinals, finals.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Shout out to you, man, because mental preparation is, I think, everything in boxing, man.
Yeah.
This sport will break you in half if you don't have that, man.
Yeah.
It's one of those sports.
It's going to be one of those tournaments, too, where you better be mean. You know what I mean? It's not going to be no joke. everybody's there is going to be hungry. They're going to be starving. You know what I mean? So you got to come in with that mindset where you're starving. And this tournament, I will do anything I have to do to win.
Yeah,
I
man.
will. If I got to box, I'll box. If I got to fight, I'll fight. If I got to crack somebody with my head, I'll crack him with my head. I'll do anything it takes to win at this tournament.
Nah, that's what's gonna definitely put your stock up, man, when they see you fighting like that, because those are the guys we want to see, the guys who want to do anything to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we the fans want to see, at least. The entertaining fighters. The guys who just get it done. Yeah, man. Man, I love it, man. I'm excited for you, brother. Like,
I'm pumped up, man.
many I heard of a few other Canadians involved. I'm hoping to get them to talk to them as well, man, because I've always said, like, we right there, like, as in talent wise, we right there. Canada's right there. We just need the right opportunities, and I think you and some of the other guys are getting them. We're gonna put on, man. You guys are gonna show up and show out, man.
Yes, sir.
For that red and white flag.
I promise you, if there's one thing I'm confident is I'm gonna do everything I humanly possibly can to win. Like, there's gonna be no going home. Oh, I could have done this. There's not gonna be that. I will not go home and say could have. I'll die before that happens. I'll never do that again. I hate that. There's nothing worse than going home saying I could have done this, I could have done that, I should have. Nope, that's not happening this time.
Nah, that's got to be the worst thing to do, man. Regret's the worst. Yeah. Worst thing to have in the mind, for sure, man. So, did you watch the Tank Davis fight?
I didn't get to watch Tank Davis fight the night of because it was my brother's Sheldon Staggendale.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I watched it after. I think that Lamont Roach is a perfect example of he went in there, he defied what everybody said. You can tell he ignored what everybody said, or he used it to pump him up. No matter what he got hit with, he threw something back.
Yeah.
I think that fight is the definition of that's a champion's mindset. Like, when I rewatched that fight, to be honest, I didn't really care about what was going on in the fight. With the opportunity I have coming up, I'm trying to study more of people's emotions than their talent. And because I know at that high level, the biggest thing is that mentality. And I thought Lamont Roach showed an amazing attitude and amazing ability mentally, because no matter what Tank did, he did not show it for a second. Even when he was cracked and you knew he was cracked, he threw a punch right back. He didn't let Tank get any momentum. Like, I love that video where Tank gives him a dirty shoulder.
Yeah.
The second Tank does that, Roach creates a space and cracks him. You know what I mean? That's the mindset where it's like, no matter what you do to me, I have an answer. And that's why I like that fight a lot, because it's like, hey, that's what I need. That's what I need to watch.
Right. That warrior mentality. He didn't back down. He didn't
stay focused for 36 minutes straight.
That was awesome.
You know what I mean? Straight awesome. 36 minutes. So, and that knee though, man, if that was anybody else, that's sketchy, bro.
If that was Lamont Roach, he wouldn't have got that same type of love.
That was wild, man. I remember I purposely stayed off my phone when everyone's like, Gervonta got dropped. I was like, okay, I'm going to stay off my phone. I'm going to watch it in the morning. When I watched it, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Especially that it was a draw. If that would have got counted, Lamont Roach he'll never have to work a day again in his life.
Right.
His kids might not have to work a day in their life. But you know what I mean? But apparently it was in New York. Apparently the commission might review it.
Something like that, but they're saying they never had the replay available. Apparently they got replay as well, but I don't.
He got hit to the body right before, and then he got hit to the head.
Yeah,
so it's like
on the eye. Yeah, I think
it's not like they.
I think he got a thumb in the eye. I think that's what happened. I don't think there was hair grease. I think it was a thumb.
The hair gel.
I don't think it was that. I think it was a thumb to the eye, and those can hurt.
Exactly. Yeah, but either way, that knockdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't go down.
You got punched, you got took a knee. Like, that's pretty crazy. Kind of put a little damper on the fight, because I thought it started slow, but then it finished at a very high level fight.
Yes.
And
It picked up
So
for
it's
sure.
good to watch, especially after the 5th, 6th round. It got really entertaining.
No, it was awesome, man. I liked it. I mean, I bought it, watched it. Obviously controversy, so boxing fans get crazy. You know how that is, but
Yeah.
they'll run it back. I think Lamar Roach will do pretty good second time around.
Yeah,
I
so
think
do I. I'm
he's
very
got a
curious
good
about the
chance to
rematch.
win. Yeah, for sure. Just for me, hair conditioner. Yeah, just for men. Yeah, man. But Spencer, let people know where they can find you, brother. You got the tournament coming up.
Yeah, so just I really only use Instagram. I use I don't even what's my name? Spencer_Wilcox official. That's where I mostly keep updated everything that's going on in my career. Thank you for having me on again. It's always nice to sit down and chat.
Oh, for sure.
And I got to give thanks to my family, my team, everybody, and most importantly, I got to give thanks to God for giving me this opportunity. Nothing good comes easy. I've had a tough, long past 2 years, but I wouldn't take it back for nothing. I'm happy where we're at, and I'm happy with the decisions we're making. And it's time to shock the world.
Yeah, man. I'm happy for you, brother. WBC Grand Prix, man. We coming
Yes, sir.
to Saudi Arabia to bring that flag, man. Plant that Canadian flag in Saudi.
Yo, let me show you something quick. It came in the mail today. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you this. It might not look good on screen.
He's in Vegas right now, Ty. Training at Split T Boxing.
You won't be able to see, but I got a custom for the tournament. I got a custom jersey.
Okay.
Like Canadian hockey.
Like a hockey jersey?
Yeah, I got a custom hockey jersey. So I thought, you know what, got to rep when we're down there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Gotta do it the way we know how, man.
Yes,
Show up with them hockey jerseys.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the guys called me here yesterday. Someone called me a hockey dad. I was like, what?
Hockey dad.
I can't remember what workout I was doing. It was yesterday night. Someone was making fun of me. Someone at the gym, like as a joke, was like making fun of me. They said, "You look like you're about to take your kid to hockey." I was like, I don't know if that's an insult or what. I was like these Americans can't come up with any better insults.
Yeah.
They're mad because we just beat them at the Four Nations, right?
Yeah.
When the guy said that to me, I was like, what the hell? Like,
what, bro? Like, what does that even look like?
I don't even know.
Oh, man. Yeah, bro. I'll let you get on out of here, man. Get some rest. Definitely got your camps coming up, and for sure, man, we'll be in touch for sure between your fights.
Man. And thank you again. Always a pleasure. Anytime you want, hit my line. Glad to come on, man.
Absolutely, man. Spencer Wilcox, man. Thanks for coming on, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Peace. My guy Spencer, man. He definitely one of them ones, man. I'm telling you, when he was coming up in the amateurs, he was definitely, I was like, yo, this is the brother that's gonna do it, man. He has 2 other brothers, older brothers. I think 4 older brothers he has. They all boxed. They're all good. Boxing family up here in Canada. But he was the one I was like, man, he's really good. He's gonna go far. Spencer Wilcox, y'all could check him out on YouTube. I'm sure he's got fights on YouTube. He's fighting in the super lightweight division. He's picked to go to the WBC Grand Prix, which he said that basically it's going to be at the end of April. So, I mean, we haven't got a real date, I don't think, yet, or dropped. Never seen nothing. But, with all the news that has come out, the last couple of days, kind of got me thinking, like, are these guys who are going to be put in this Grand Prix, are these guys going to be the crop that are going to be TKO's first group of fighters? Because the way I'm seeing it, he's saying, a lot of guys are unsigned or going to be unsigned that are going to be in this event. So I'm thinking that they're going to try to get started with obviously using this event to get up in the rankings because it's going to be a WBC event. So the winner will be high in the WBC rankings, and they'll just ride with those guys under the TKO brand. I mean, I think that's what it's leaning towards, but I'm not 100% sure because we don't know what Turkey Al-Sheikh and Dana White got planned, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see. Damn, they try to treat you like, okay, yeah. I know, man. They say he's a hockey dad. That's crazy. They told me if I was gonna go roof, I couldn't even get mad because I was like, mental my board. What? What the hell Oscar talking about, bro? But I'll drop this link for you brothers in the chat, man. If you want to come up here and talk boxing, we can definitely chop it up. There's the link right there. For everybody. Shout out to Spencer Wilcox for coming through again. Taking some time out of his day, man. Shout out to him, man. You know, he just got in Vegas. So he works at Split T Boxing Club. Split T. I think he said he's working out with Shane Mosley Jr. right now, and obviously Patrice Vonleh, Canadian, who's there training. Man, big opportunity. He spoke about it earlier. You know, they reach out to Stephen Hayden, who is, you know, I think he lives in Niagara Falls. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. I think he lives in Niagara Falls. And Stephen Hayden made the reach out to Lennox Lewis. And Lennox Lewis got the opportunity popping. Yo, I got two of my dudes in here. What's good, guys?
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, what's going on, man? Yo, it's good, Ty.
I'm over here dying.
That was the 6th, bro.
Yeah.
Cold up. It was cold up here, though.
I ain't gonna hold you. I pulled a Brittany Griner. Yeah.
He pulled the Brittany Griner, you said.
If you know, you know.
Say you got stuck at the border.
Nah. What was she get in trouble for? Don't say it out loud.
Yeah. She had that snack pack with her.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I got the Toronto's finest.
Oh, you got that on the plane.
Allegedly.
Shout out to you. They be letting some people get on the plane with that. Yo, just like they let Bomac get on the plane with that gun, all the way to the UK. That was crazy.
Hey, yo, what?
Yeah, you don't remember when Bomac, when he was coming back from that Chris Eubank fight and he got caught with a gun in his bag?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they checked it in for when he flew into Vegas. He flew from there to UK. That's on them.
Yo, they did him dirty. They put him in jail and everything. Like, yo, that was wild. Yo, what do y'all think about that Eubank Jr. and Ben? Like, it sold 60,000 tickets already.
Big on UK though. I mean,
bro, that's nuts. But like, I look at those guys and they mid-level. Yeah. Like, they mid.
Yeah, but they're dads.
Damn, like their dads was that big over there.
I mean, I know Eubank Senior. That I knew that guy was like that guy was nice.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Senior was. Yeah, he was knocking everybody out.
Nigel Ben, I don't know.
The thing about Senior, it like he knock you out and make you feel stupid because he do like some weird dance after or some stare down. You like, man, this dude just knocked me out.
Bro, he was so polite too. Like,
yeah, man. Oh man, I can't.
Yeah, I knocked his ass down. He'd be like, yeah, I put him and I made him eat his words with dirt. Like, bro, what you saying, bro?
He's like Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, he's funny though. He got like a little show where he answer calls. You ever see that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, bro. Yo, his sarcasm is crazy, bro. Oh man, I don't even know why he do that. I'm like, bro, you need to answer your son's phone call. That's what phone call you need to be answering. Like this dude.
Nah, bro. Remember whenever he found out about Chris Eubank and Conor Ben, he was like, I don't know why he did that. I would have made it. I was like, what? Like, that's your son.
Yo, you right, man. You know he did say that.
Dissing your son like that for no reason. He's like,
he's probably the one who told him to do it too. He's probably like, yo, you grab that egg. You know, you make sure you grab the brown egg too. because we can't use no white eggs. Oh,
Have you ever seen
man.
that fight though? You ever seen that fight, like the first one, the Chris Eubank Nigel Benn?
Nah, I never watched the fight, man.
Low key, Nigel was winning that fight. Low key.
He was?
To me, he was at least.
I don't know. I always heard like Eubank Jr. was like him, like Senior was that dude, man. So I was just always like, oh, okay, you probably beat Ben twice, easy. I don't know. But I don't think Conor Ben's winning the fight. I don't care how mad he is. He not winning. People talk like he knocked people out all the time. That man couldn't even knock out Pete Dobson.
Facts. Like you said, they're mid at best.
Oh yeah, it's like a glorified mid match for sure.
What do you think, Ty?
It's definitely glorified.
Or it's a mid-all. Battle of the mid.
Yeah, basically the mid championships, man. But damn, there's a lot of money involved though, for sure.
Who's on their undercard?
It's UK heavy. Maybe that's why there's a lot of tickets. It is UK heavy. I think Chevy Clark is making return. Liam Smith. Oh, Chris Billum Smith. He's fighting a tough that American dude. Brandon Glayton.
Who?
You ever see his Instagram, bro? Yeah, he be like he's a dude who bring the camera right in sparring and just be showing him knocking out people all the time.
That's Schofield.
Yeah, yeah, he's the undisputed sparring champion for sure. He came famous off of that. Yo, I was like, why is this guy always showing his sparring? But yeah, he's always knocking people out in sparring. So that's what he came up off of. I think he fought on Pro Box too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it recently? Like for some reason it's not ringing the bell. That's why.
I think it was like 2 years ago. Or maybe.
Yeah, I can't remember him, or I can't even picture him, honestly.
He doesn't even look like a cruiserweight to me. He looks like a blown up light heavyweight.
That's why I can't picture him. Yeah, cruiserweight.
Yeah, he's a cruiser. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look like a whole cruiserweight. That's for sure. Chris Billum Smith is probably going to look way bigger than him.
Damn.
CBS. See if we can
get the knockout.
Who? Billum Smith?
Yeah.
He be knocking people out, man.
Him. I need him knocked out.
I mean, shoot, that guy's. I'm telling you, that dude's a sparring champ, bro.
Yeah, that's sparring though.
Yo, he's an undisputed champ, bro. Yo, Chris Billum Smith ain't knocking out nobody. He only got 13 KOs. That's crazy.
Bro, Bruno Serras had way less than knockout.
He got 65% KO ratio.
That's pretty good though.
That's
65?
Basuda.
That damn. What about Brunello?
Yeah, that was trash too. What, he had like 4?
Yeah. Yeah, it was number 5.
Yo, yeah, 4. Oh, Anthony Yard's on this card too.
Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lyndon Arthur. I feel like they just fought, didn't they? I thought they fought
both
before.
on the card?
No, they fighting each other. Yeah,
Again?
rematch. Yeah.
Again? 3?
Oh, third time?
God.
Yes.
Yeah,
the first time I think Lyndon knocked out Yard. It's either he got a close decision or knocked him
Oh,
out.
you right. Yeah. He lost in the 4th round. Yeah.
And Yard came out to that song from what was it? You can't stay in the rain. Knocked buddy ass out.
Yo, so this is the rubber match then.
Yeah, it was a meme.
No way. He was a meme.
You don't remember that?
Nah, yo. Anthony Yard, I never really got into him because I always thought he was a hype job. Like I never thought he was good.
They was calling Yard Lamar from BMF because remember where Lamar was singing that song "You Can't Stand the Rain" right before he killed Buddy. Yard came out to that song.
Oh my gosh, he made him a meme.
Yeah.
He made him a meme, just like my man Tank Davis, bro. I just got my hair done 2 days ago.
Now he beefing with the hairdresser.
Yo. The other hairdresser, she hilarious. She like came out with the products and everything. She like, nope, you're not finna give me a bad review in front of the world.
That's because
You're not dropping my Google reviews.
You know they doxed her.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that's wild.
why I'm mad because I'm like, y'all showing up at people's cribs. Like, that's corny.
Nah, that's wild, bro. Why would you do that? Tank fans, honestly, them dudes is the worst fan base of life, bro. Those guys, they want to see you at the fight and fight you.
I told you somebody got blicked after the Rolly fight.
So I believe you, bro. Tank fans, they pulling up like, man, they on demon time. E-Dub, what's going on, brother? Salute, salute. I ain't got no time for Tank fans, man. Hell no. I don't understand how you guys champion a dude. Now I know why. Now I know why Floyd was always talking for him, bro. Because if you're gonna say stuff like that, I got hair grease in my eye. That's why I stopped fighting. No, that's crazy, bro. What do you mean? I'm booing you too.
You think that's what he talks about for Carmel Moulton?
Yeah, that's why Floyd's like, hell nah, bro. You ain't gonna say this craziness. Yo, imagine if Floyd was there. That Tank would have never got that off. Floyd would be like, wait. You know, it's boxing, bro. He would have came in, you know, Lamont's a hell of a fighter. You know, he did a good fight. It was just, you know, a little thumb in the eye. Yo, Floyd, man.
Floyd was there. He'd look Willis in that good eye. Willis would have went over there, dusted off Tank, make sure everything was good.
You're right.
Copacetic.
It would have looked a lot smoother, yo.
Got two from Lamont.
You're right, bro. It would have looked better.
Pro box?
Nah.
They show the whole replay saying like Lamont was like, asked Steve Willis like, "Well, you stop counting." They showed that. Like,
yo, I think I caught that during the fight. I heard him say that. I heard him say that to Steve. Steve didn't even respond to him.
No, he didn't even respond. He was just like, "Why you stop counting?"
Yeah, he just kind of looked at him like, bro, you know what this is.
I think Lamont in that situation, and this probably will help with when they actually review it. He should have went and ran and sat in his stood in his corner. You know, when somebody drop or they take a knee, you have to continue that count. I'm in the right position.
Yeah, I'm surprised somebody outside the ring wasn't yelling at him either, because usually somebody counts with you, like to make sure you can pick up where you left off.
The New York commission was like they got hacked, bro. Their BAR wasn't working.
Oh, their instant replay.
The speakers wasn't working. Like nothing was working.
That's why Steve was confused. He like, hold on, what's the play?
Yo, E-Dub said Canelo versus Skull. Canelo easy work, but we can't say easy work like Gervonta was supposed to be easy work. Let me not say that. You never know. Yeah, man.
Facts.
Yeah, Canelo got to get the job done so he can get this work from Bud.
I think Canelo can't lose, though. He can't lose. If he don't get KO, he can lose, bro.
Oh, he can?
Look at Hamza Shiraz.
Wait, William Skull be punching? You said he lose by KO?
Unless he gets KO, he's gonna.
Oh,
he can't lose. Look at Hamza
you know,
Shiraz.
I ain't never seen Canelo get KO. That's why I was gonna say that. What?
Nah, I don't think
Canelo got the best chin in boxing, yeah.
That's why I said he can't lose, bro. He can't lose.
I'll give Skull this. I think a lot of people are surprised by this dude's stature.
Yeah.
Yo, he look like a Ninja Turtle. Like he got long arms, the big back, broad shoulder, bro.
No, he a nice boxer though. Like I'm not gonna say he's
Was
he's nice with it.
he's Cuban, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he looks like the guy from Hajime no Ippo, the guy, the
Which
black
one?
guy that Ippo fought, long rangy
Before,
dude.
yeah, before the international.
Yeah, when he was in the rookie tournament.
Yeah, yeah, I know who
Okay.
you're talking
William Skull. Damn, bro. He got no punching power. He only got 9 KOs.
But like, bro, like if you see him like I don't know 2, 3
All
fights
that
ago,
long body for no, like, he can get no range, no snap in them punches.
bro,
Damn, he
he
only
gets
5'11". He not that big, actually.
yeah. I think Canelo's is short. I think he's like 5'6", right?
Yeah, Canelo, he's always a shorter guy, right?
Yeah,
He might not be all that tall, but his frame look crazy.
It
yeah. His
does.
frame is insane.
I know what you're saying, but, you know, his body going to be there for Canelo.
It's just I don't know, man. 'Cause I
Canelo
think
might have a bigger reach than him, too. Like, Canelo got a big reach.
that yeah.
Not if you going against somebody with the 80s. You, anytime somebody got 81, 83 left arms, it's like,
Is
all
he
right.
80? Is he in the 80s? William Skull? Damn. Fuck it. That's bigger than Crawford, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. He nice with it. He nice. I'm not saying he's a KO artist, but he can box.
Anytime you see a dude that's 5'10" or taller and they can touch their kneecaps with their hands standing up, nah, buddy.
Nah, he could jump. That's what I say. Basketball, man. He can jump. That dude can jump. He'll dunk on you. This
He is
dude, I don't
perfect
know.
height though for Canelo style.
I think he is. But I don't think he can.
Shoot,
I don't know,
flipping,
man.
dodging.
9 KOs, like how much? Like how you gonna keep Canelo away from you?
Yeah.
The jab, bro.
Yeah,
He might have that jab, but what's his durability looking like? That's my major question.
That's my question.
Do we got the mental fortitude?
but he got to keep that. Yeah, he got to keep that going.
That's what I said. Like he's
Yeah,
nice
yeah, Tank
boxing,
and
bro.
Roach.
Like,
Yeah,
he can definitely set that jab. It's just how long can he go? I've never seen him against opposition like that, and I've never seen him going in that deep against
oh
opposition.
no,
like
man. He said, "I'm a Tank fan. I'm not supporting his shenanigans from last weekend, though." Nah, I feel you, bro. You know that hair grease. Yeah, I would have booed him too if I was a fan.
He said,
Like,
"What are you booing?"
I said, yeah, I know he said that confidently too. I'm like, bro, mans are getting blood all in their eyes. You got Tim Tszyu out here, his head split open. And, you know, Tim Tszyu didn't stop mid-round, say, yo, wipe that off my head top, bro, so I can fight Fandora.
Even if that, you could have did something a little more crafty. Spit your mouthpiece out.
Yep. Yo, shout out to
bro.
Gary. Yo, Gary, Anton Russell said he had the same issue. The same night. He said he just waited till he got back to the corner, and he said apparently he told him, like, yo, wash it all out my hair. He just dumped a bunch of water on his head.
What kind of hair grease they be using?
I don't know, bro. I never had braids, just I don't know, bro.
It don't be the actual grease. It be the conditioners people use.
Mm.
They didn't switch to Old Spice or something, bro. They can't be using that shit.
That whole spice, he said.
Nah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Start sweating, that's to run down your forehead, get in your eye.
That burning
burn your
everything.
nose.
You gotta switch to Pantene or something, like, you know, like some off brand or some Suave or whatever.
Off brand, yeah. The stuff that's not as got no heavy chemicals in it, yo. Just all bootleg chemicals.
Instead of
Cut all that
Old
shit
Spice.
off.
Yeah. Just shave like Keyshawn, bro. You remember Keyshawn's raggedy ass buzz? You were like, man, what the hell?
Yeah,
Like,
shout out to Keyshawn. Maybe that happened to him in a fight, and he's like, yo, bun, yo, I'm not going through that again. He just
Didn't
cut
want his
it
hair to
off.
be an issue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Devin did that too when he cut his hair.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell Keyshawn was rushed though. You seen that line? It wasn't even. It was all.
Yeah, that definitely was the kitchen special.
Yeah, I wasn't watching because
bro.
he's putting the beats on Branchek. Had that boy in Branchek in there looking like a little kid.
I want to ask you though, after the Roach, taking into account he's a smaller guy. He is a champion though, so he might be a caliber opponent.
Mm.
Might not though. Might just be familiarity. Where do y'all have Tank ranked as? Because before we could say he was number one. Now, I don't know. I'm not
Tank,
feeling too comfortable.
man, I don't rank them because they don't fight each other. Like I just can't.
That's what
Them
I
dudes
said.
at 35, they just don't.
That's why I rock with you.
They
That's why I
don't
rock with
mix it up, man. So I'm like, forget all y'all. Y'all not getting no ranking from me. Like, y'all got to fight, man. All of them, Shakur, Shakur and Keyshawn, man. Y'all is Call of Duty friends, Fortnite buddies. One of y'all got to move them, man. I prefer Keyshawn to move because he looks like he's the bigger one of the two.
Facts. You seen that Baron take? He looked like he was too weight to bitch himself.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it like, bro, go get T.O. before he leaves 40, man. T.O.'s crazy, like talking smack.
T.O. not doing that.
Hell no.
T.O. about to lose to Barbosa.
Hell yeah.
That's what he's about to do.
Ryan, you seen him out there looking like a crack hoe?
Yo, he made Ryan Garcia snap on him. I was laughing, bro. Ryan Garcia had enough of that. Like, bro, nobody care about you, dog. Stop talking.
Man, everybody was running down on T.O.
Yo, Najee, that
Hitchens
video
was there, bro.
hilarious, bro. Najee was, I don't know what he said to T.O., but he was mad, bro.
That's what I was trying to figure out. He said something because even a dude from what is it called? Can't think of it. The Danza Project.
He
like,
was there.
Yeah, what is T.O. doing out there to be getting pressed? Like, one person, cool. 2, 3, all right, what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
Even Hitchens was there, and he was calling him out too.
Shout out to Hitchens because I agree with him. Like, why didn't you send a contract, bro? Why didn't you? This could have been a unification belt, but I also understand Barbosa's his shots have been overdue.
I think it's been like 4 years.
Them dudes should have been fighting when he was at top rank.
And
this guy moved all the way over to Golden Boy to get the fight.
Coincidentally, though, it was when he was at 135. So I'm sorry, bro. 135 is ass. Ass cheeks out, whatever.
It is, man. Because
I ain't trying to shoot T.O. no bell, but Barbosa, you know what you signed up for when you took the WBO route. That man
Big facts.
applied for super status. You know that's 18 months right from that date. So.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's 18 from the day they granted.
Man, we got to get rid of the super belts.
Makes no sense, bro.
LA in the building, my guy. LA, bro, be cracking me up in the comments too.
It definitely don't make sense because the whole point of them is for people to unify. You're not unifying or
exactly.
Next champion, what are you doing?
He said T.O. Senior got into it with someone too. They got everybody annoyed. Oh man, his dad was there.
Yeah.
He said, "Turkey, I am your champion." Yo, he did say that, bro, like a little high school girl. Hey, Turkey, I'm your champion. I'm your guy.
He was like, "Look at me, guys."
Like nobody cares, bro. You just got here.
Right? Yeah, I think it was Ryan that said it, right? Like, you just got here with the big dog, bro.
You're right, yo. Even Devin Haney was like, "Yo, what's wrong with this guy?" Like, yo, act like you never been on a big. Oh, you haven't been on this show before. You haven't been on this stage before. You still in the Hulu theater thinking you here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he couldn't even fill out. Let's be honest.
Man. Word. Like shout out to Berlanga. At least Berlanga goes in there. He fills it out easy.
I think T.O. would be a perfect. And me and Ty have talked about it before. He'd be a perfect match for Pro Box, bro. Perfect.
T.O.?
Hell yeah.
Damn, bro. I can't disrespect him like that.
No, Ty, explain why, dude. Like me and you talk about it before. You know,
it's only 800 tickets. I think you're a little better than that.
Me, only reason I say that because I was one of those people that got comped a ticket for when he fought Kambosos.
Was that in New York? That was in New York, right?
Yeah, Hulu.
Yeah, that was Hulu. I heard the Josh Taylor. Okay, the Josh Taylor I was gonna go to because there were still tickets available.
$60.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, man, New York ain't really that far from me. It's like a 6-hour drive. I was like, damn, I might make it down there and get an actual good seat because this nigga can't sell.
I mean, he, he was able to, move down to lower sections and get you a good seat.
Yeah, I forget which fight he had. He had a fight in the Garden though. Was that Cambosis? That wasn't Cambosis. In the big
In the
room.
Garden,
In the big room. He had one in the big room.
it must have
Taylor?
been like one of those jam-packed cards.
Nah, it wasn't Taylor. Taylor was the Hulu.
Ortiz?
Nah, that was Vegas, I think. I think Ortiz was Vegas. It may have
Don't
been
tell
Cormier. Nah, it wasn't Vasil. No, it wasn't Vasil.
Then it had to be Claggett.
Hell no.
Nah, it was early. It might have been Richard Cormier.
No, it wasn't.
Komi or Nakatani?
Yeah, it was early
Oh.
because it was before.
Like Tiny. Call me. I don't remember him being in the Garden.
It was before Amanda and Katie got in there.
If it was in there, if it wasn't off just the strength of his name, it had to be like Shakur and everybody else up on the card with him.
Mhm.
That's the only thing
Yeah,
I can
no,
think
I
of.
believe it. I think it was probably Vasilian, but Pedraza. Because that card looked stacked. Yeah,
Oh, he wasn't the
Navarrete and
main.
Dogbit. No, he wasn't the main. I'm just saying. That's the only time he's really fought in the big room because he always talk like he fight in the big room. Like he always say, "Yo,
Oh,
I fight at
yeah.
the Garden. I fight at the Garden." It's like, bro, you don't fight in the big room.
You're fighting Hulu at most.
But I
I
like
know.
Tio. I just don't like that he gotta go this route to try to be famous, man. Like
Facts.
He was my guy, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. Lost his damn mind.
he got mad because all his contemporaries started making more money than him.
Remember, Ryan was in that same category.
Tio
Yep.
can't sell 5K tickets. Then we'll turn around and act like 2.4 mil is chumped. Yeah, man, that's his problem.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
The
I
man
think that's
can't
why
sell,
Hitchens.
and then he get mad.
You know how you
Tio
said he
can
said
box.
he sent an
Yeah,
offer
real
to
talk.
Hitchens? Remember how Tia said that he sent that offer to Hitchens? If
Yeah.
2 point something million is a lot of money for him. Can you imagine the offer? I'm not saying like no. Can you imagine?
Bro, that's why when Tio said I'm sending Devin Haney an offer, I'm like, why are people even saying that Devin Haney should accept it? Like, what? Devin Haney and them sent him an offer from Turkey Al Sheik. Like, we know what that was, and then look how this dummy looks because now he's fighting with Turkey Al Sheik.
Shit,
Yeah.
Bob was trying to get some of that Turk money. You see how he snitched on him?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. It was Bob that exposed it. Like, yeah, we got the offer.
When Bill
Yo,
was saying it, everybody was like, it was cap.
once-
Bob was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
once
that
Tio
schmuck."
started talking about he gonna do that lawsuit stuff and all that other stuff, then Bob just didn't give a fuck. He like, man, I'm throwing this dude under the bus now.
Bob is like Kid Austin Sr. Like he didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah, he don't.
You remember Kid Austin Sr. Like he was like Schofield Sr. He was like, yeah, he hit him in the guts and he almost made him shit himself. Bob was like the same way. He was like, Bob was like, yeah,
Yo.
we got that offer. He just didn't want it.
Yeah, what do you send that?
That can't
Yeah.
sell. I was like, damn.
He fought in the
Damn.
tent a couple times too. They said LA said he fought in the tent. Yeah, he could do any route. Why does he go the racist route too? Very weird guy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he dub. I know. I don't understand Tio. Like, bro, you are known for beating some very good guys, man. Like when the competition is there, you show up. So why can't you just continue to be that guy? Like, why? I don't get it, man. Why you got to go this route of the black fighters, this and that, and bananas.
He doubled
So,
down in the conference, right? If I'm not mistaken, he said something. But the
Probably.
other guy was talking about it. So was talking over him. But he was like, bring out them bananas or something like that.
Yeah, and then and
That's
then he
probably
gets
the reason why he got
pressed, bro.
pressed.
Yeah, shout out to EW. He says, question for the panel: what king will fall Ryan, Haney, or Teal. Hey, sorry, eat up, bro. I don't call them kings, bro. I call them horsemen because they ain't shown me they king yet. They ain't like the kings that, Duran and Hagler and them. Them dudes is horsemen. They mid kings. Yeah, which one falls first, guys?
Ryan. I mean, to be honest,
I'm
Ryan.
thinking
I
Theo.
mean, he already
Yo,
lost.
you think Rolly gonna beat him? Yo,
I
Rolly,
think he can beat him.
If Ryan started
Rolly.
to
I
fight in
mean,
the
it's a new
pocket
weight.
instead of mid range where he can get that hook off,
Yeah.
Exactly. If Rolly can find a way to find it inside the pocket, no, I got Rolly all day,
Oh,
every day.
damn. We
he
got
said
short
mistakes
bus
he made
Rolly. Oh
sparring.
man.
Instead of actually working on stuff and trying to box, he got into a full on brawl, and that's the reason why Rolly was getting the better of him in sparring.
Oh, in their sparring. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying,
Ty, remember when Ryan was like, "You better keep it funny, or I'm gonna slap the shit out of you," and I was like, "Man, Rolly can fold you up real quick, bro. I don't know what the hell you talking about."
Y'all not in gloves. Rolly won't trash your ass.
yo, Rolly, he looked a bit confused up there.
Like,
He wasn't like Tio. He just looked like, yo, I don't belong here. He looked out of place, man. Remember when Tio was? I think Tio's gonna lose. I think Barbosa's gonna beat him.
mhm.
I think he loses.
I think Barbosa is coming in hot, like how Daniel Dubois was coming in hot against AJ. I think it's the same thing. He got the win over Catterall, Ramirez, and then Tio got those two mid performances against Ortiz and Claggett.
Because Ortiz was bad, bro. It's a good win on paper because Ortiz was ranked highly, but
Right.
you also got to take into account that Ortiz, on paper too, he won that fight. He got robbed, but nobody talks about it because what he was trying to do, he was trying to finesse boxing, so nobody talks about it. Everybody's cool with it. But then
Ortiz
Yeah.
ain't
Claggett,
ranked
bro,
highly.
then
Yeah,
Claggett is like,
he was
oh my
using
bad.
the ring, I thought.
He got put in the rankings at the time they were matched. That boy was
Oh,
a non-ranked
oh
fighter.
yeah. Yeah, Claggett, yeah, he was putting the rankings.
Claggett is not a good win, and it's not a good performance. So therefore, I got to go with Barbosa at least.
LA said, I remember when Tio was trying to fight for 135 and 140 belt at the same time. And Bob called him an idiot. Yeah, yo, Bob, I'll tell you, Bob, man. Bob be funny. He's really an old man, bro. He just says what's on his mind.
He's like, you got
Rollies. Yeah, I think Haney got the toughest fight, E-Dub said. Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Ramirez moving up.
Well, I don't know Barbosa.
Yeah.
Too,
No, Barbosa's good, but I mean, Ramirez, this is his first time moving up. He's been at 40 his whole career, so.
that
He's
is
fighting the
true.
most accomplished boxer out of the B sides.
Right.
I
He's
would
been
say
an
that. I
Olympian,
agree with
2-time
that.
champion. Yeah. Shout out to Haney. He's jumping right back in there. Yeah, Ramirez is the most proven for sure.
Yeah.
E-Dub said just because Haney is coming off a loss and a big break from boxing too, a little rust. Yep. And a loss has the toughest. Yeah, man.
I
For
think it
sure.
was Ty that said it. That was it you Ty that you say that the opposition is backwards, or like you want to see them backwards or something like that.
Like in preparation for what is it when they fight October for the Ryan and Devin card.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you try to match somebody to get you prepped for it. They should have swapped opponents for him.
Oh yeah, like Rollies and Dev and Ramirez and Ryan.
Yeah, like for
Yeah,
Ryan, it would have benefited him fighting Ramirez in preparation for Dev, just like
right.
it would have been beneficial for Devin to get the Esoc or Rolly. You need somebody with power or
Right.
something that you can test yourself, but not somebody that has too much footwork where you could get stopped. Because
Word.
you still need a layup to get you ready.
Nah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Like, obviously, Rolly, he's not gonna bring the same footwork as Ryan, but yeah, he's gonna bring the punching power for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Ramirez is not gonna bring the full
The
package
boxing.
that Devin has, but
Mhm.
he'll give you different dimensions than what Devin can give you too.
And he bring that pedigree that, like, when you look at Ryan's resume, it's not too many people like accomplished like that brings that
Mm-hmm.
to. Yeah.
Word. Ryan Garcia.
Unless you're talking about Fortuna.
Nah, bro.
Nah, bro. That'll be Fortuna. Didn't he bring him up?
Campbell?
Didn't he bring him up?
Yes and no. Ryan brought up
Yes,
Game
on
Boy,
paper.
but his next fight was with Fortuna. For whatever reason, they're claiming Fortuna was the one that needed to be at 40.
That's true. Yeah, I remember Fortuna fighting at 40. Barroso hurt Rollies. If Ryan catches him, he's cooked. Yeah, that old man was beating up on Rolly, man.
Yeah, but Rolly and Ryan got the familiarity with each other too. So I don't think it's gonna be as easy.
People say that like Ryan can't be dropped or hurt either. We've seen what them body shots look like. We see him get down by non-puncher.
I ain't never seen Rolly throw a body shot in his life.
I have.
Damn, Rolly throws body shots?
Yeah, go look at the Can You Dig It Yiggit fight.
Man, Yiggit, everybody beats up on Yiggit, man.
Eshawn had a thorough, like, they was in there going life and death. Rolly packed him the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man, that was before Rolly got stopped by Tank. I'm telling you, Rolly don't look the same ever since that Tank fight. And that old man beat him up. I don't care what nobody say. That old man was putting hands and foots on Rolly.
Those are punchers, though, bro.
And then Isak Cruz came in with his one-dimensional ass and beat the dog shit out of him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're awkward, bro. Like, they're not your regular. Like, if Rolly don't got this, like, we can all agree, Rolly don't got the same boxing ability as other fighters.
No.
So when he's put up against another awkward fighter, it's like awkward against awkward. It's a battle of awkward.
Or dudes that can beat him in the pocket. Ryan's not fighting nobody in the pocket.
Hell no.
Nah. But Ryan's like lightning in a bottle. Like, he catch you, man. Not too many people getting up like Dev, man. All them times.
But the thing about Ryan is you got to establish it, though. We seen what happens when he starts to go blow for blow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's when it goes wrong for him.
Yeah, that's where it's like, But all right, fellas, I'm about to pack it up. Ryan, thank you for having me on, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. I got Oscar, man. About to pack it in too, man. It's good, Ty. Peace. Oh, shoot. My bad. Kicked you down there. My bad. Yeah, bro. I'm about to pack it up, man, though. I'll let y'all later.
All right. I was dipping out.
Yes, sir. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We had Spencer Wilcox, who is definitely taking place in the WBC. Oh, shoot. He's taking place in the WBC Grand Prix. And, yeah, man, how do we feel about that tournament? Let me know in the comments. And the WBC Grand Prix is happening in April, from what Spencer's saying. Late April, the big tournament starts in Saudi Arabia. That's going to be a great event, man. I can't wait for it to get kicking off. Live scoring, instant replay, all these things we asked for in boxing. Shout out to everybody, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, E-Dub. Shout out to LA. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Oscar. And shout out to Spencer Wilcox. If you guys want to go back earlier in the live and see my interview with him, he talks about how he got the opportunity to the WBC Grand Prix. And he said it's 5 fights to win it to get to the finals. So shout out to him, man. I hope he gets there. And I hope he can bring the big dub home and put some Put some respect on Canada. You know what I'm saying? My guy Spencer from the 6, or not from the 6, but from Hamilton, from the red and white. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. I gotta find my guy Chris Tucker. Where he at, man? As I always say.
Yeah. What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'm gonna slap you.